prayers. Can we have the prayers?
Let us pray. Great is your faithfulness, O God. You deserve all the glory and the honor. Praise be to your name. I repent of all our sins and sins of the country that we have done willingly and unwillingly. We repent, sorry for what we have done, and that what we ought not to have done, because we have left your truth. We want to thank you, O God, our Father, for the precious gift of life, and most of all, for the love of this country, Uganda. We want to thank you for His Excellency the President, our Father, whom we love most, for the grace that you have sufficiently given upon him. Continue your works of love upon your servants. Pray for the judiciary, the executive, and the legislature. Remember your servants, O God, this morning. As we stand in your presence, remember your servant. You have seen them. You saw them, you have seen them, and you continue to see them. Watch over them, the NEC members, the second members, O God. Remember our Secretary General, Richard, and his staff. Remember your servants, Dr. Tanga. Remember your servants, Senindes, the Rogers, Namialos, Medinas, the Dombos, Kijajis, the Alimeseras. Remember all of them for the good work that they do in this country. We ask you, Lord, to bless our enemies in this time of Lent. Those who don't wish us well, bless them. Which they shouldn't die before they see your goodness in us. Continue your works of grace in your servant, His Excellency. Rebuild him. Rebrand your Excellency. Refill him in every action, every word and decision that he makes in governing our country. It's only you, God. We ask your Father, the assignment that you have come here for, that is ahead of us. We pray that we do that work diligently with a lot of patience and love. Lord, we ask that we triumph over our enemies who don't wish us well. We ask all this in your name. And everybody will say, Amen. Your Excellency, my name is Isaac Okello, the NRM chairman of Muria District. I am not only the chairman of NRM, but I am head of laity for the Anglican Church of the Church of Uganda, Soroti Diocese. My name, another name, Your Excellency, I am called a fluker in the Teso sub-region because I fluke radio stations. When I hear that there is an opposition who is on the radio, meddling lies against us, I fluke there without invitation. I go to the radio of my mother, Katakwi. I come to a top radio and the radio of Papa Mukula. I fluke there. But remember me, your servant, one time I struggled with the motorcycles of the NRM chairperson at the sub-county. But one time, by God's grace, if you will, at least because it's the rainy season, you enable me also move to those radios. Thank you very much, Excellency.
NRM boy! Arok sango mukama ni hokumuramiza. I think the pastor has got an opportunity to pray for His Excellency, for the prosperity, and for the enemies, and for the stability of the country. Why not deliver his message? We thank you and want to welcome you, Your Excellency, to the party headquarters. Your Excellency, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the National Chairman and President of the Republic of Uganda, the Right Honorable Haji Chigongo, the Vice Chairman of NRM, the Right Honorable Rebecca Kadaga, Second Vice Female Chairperson, Her Excellency Jessica Alupo, the Vice President of Uganda, the ministers present invited, members of the Central Executive Committee, members of top management. Your Excellency, I request your indulgence as you sit in and settle. Allow me to introduce the people that you are going to talk to, so that you may talk to them from a point of knowledge, but they are here in their representative capacity. This is a historical day, as the Secretary General will inform you, where you are going to make a cardinal function of ensuring that the fourth principle of the NRM, democracy, is founded in members doing the registration in their respective villages. This is what NRM fought for. Your Excellency, allow me therefore to recognize and introduce the members before you. We have the Right Honorable Hachigongo, the first Vice Chairperson of NRM. We have Right Honorable Rebecca Kadaga, the second Vice Chairperson, female. We have Her Excellency Jessica Alupo, the Vice President of the Republic of Uganda. We have the Secretary General of NRM, Right Honorable Richard Odong. Your Excellency, we have members of the Central Executive Committee. I will not individually introduce them, but I will mention those ones who are superior, whose names we cannot. We have the Vice Chairperson from Eastern Uganda, Honorable Mike Mukula. You are most welcome. We have Honorable Gidudu, Chair of the Elders League. And we have other Central Executive Committee members. We have Dr. Christopher Kionga. We were with him since yesterday, and he presided over the closing of the training session that we have on your behalf, Your Excellency, and he continually gives us guidance. We have other members and leaders of the party who not necessarily in their order of precedence, but because of their positions, whom I'll take exception to mention. We have Honorable Frank Tumwebaze. He's the chairman of NRM Kamwenge. The reason he's here, but he's also the Minister of Agriculture. We have Honorable Bua Hamson, who is the chair of the Parliamentary Caucus as an organ of the party, but he's also a minister in government and member of parliament and a SEC member. We also have Honorable Musasizi, Minister of State for General Duties, Minister of Finance. Is the chairperson of Rwanda District. We have Mr. Honorable David Bahati, the chairperson Kabale, and also Minister of State for Trade. We have Honorable Akelo Rose Lili, the Minister for Ethics and Integrity, but she's here because she's the chairperson of the Women League in her district. We also have Honorable Obiga Kania, who is the chairperson of Terego. We also have other leaders, and we shall be recognizing others as they arrive. We have the chairperson of the Women Council, Hajat Farida Kaboa, Chiboa. We also have the chairperson of the National Youth Council, Mr. Eyeru. We also have the Minister for Trade, Mr. Francis Mwebesa, who has a historical connection, and you know how he has transformed the country because of his entrepreneurial skills. We welcome you and we thank you for the good job that you are doing. Your Excellency, other leaders will be recognized as and when, But allow me now to move the formal program so that we can proceed with what happened today. The program is going to run as follows. We are going to have the Right Honorable Secretary General coming in to update Your Excellency and the members here gathered, the activities that have been taking place at the National Party headquarters, but also within the party over a period of time. After that, the Secretary General will guide and inform how exactly we are going to do the commissioning and the launching of the exercise. With those few remarks, may I take this opportunity to invite the Right Honorable Secretary General, please. Your Excellency, with due respect, Your Excellency, we have here the district chairpersons of NRM. I just beg your indulgence. We have the secretary, the administrative secretaries seated on the other side. We have the registrars, and we have also the office of the national chairman, headed by the coordinator, Hajat Hadija Namialo. Your Excellency, therefore, may I take this opportunity to hand over to the Right Honorable Secretary General, Honorable Richard Odong.
Thank you. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda and Chairman of our mighty party, sir, you're most welcome to your home. You're most welcome to your party head office. We've been longing to receive you at your home. We feel very comforted that you're here with us. Our Excellency, the Vice President, who is also the chairperson of our Veterans League in the Katakwi district, you're most welcome. The first National Vice Chairman of the party, who is our immediate supervisor, as per your instruction, I need to thank him so much, sir, that Al-Aji Moses Chigongo, at his age, is always here by 6 in the morning. And we feel very shy that every time we come, we find him already in the office. So he's training us in a way that at times we don't realize. And he's always with us. Everything we do, we go through his office. And we thank him so much for always standing with us. I also need to recognize the presence of the second National Vice Chairperson, the Right Honorable Alinto Akadaga. Mama, you're most welcome. She has been asking us for an office space. She also wants to be at the party head office. And that tells you the pressure I have as a Secretary General to host these big people within this head office. And indeed, we are trying to see that we get an office in the place. Members of the Central Executive Committee who are here, members of staffs at the party secretariat, our comrades from the districts, members from the office of the national chairman, headed by my sister Adija. So I will make my speech, but I would like to request your indulgence that I invite our technical person to take us through what we are here for, what informs us about the register. When we did an audit of the two past registers, we came up with a summary, which he will make the presentation on. As he gets ready, I can read through. That we have a total of 11.4 million voters in our party register. Now, these 11.4 million voters, many of them have names, but majority do not have national identification numbers. Others have been registered in many villages. So this exercise is to make sure that we clean and reorganize this register to put the names according to where they belong. Of the 11.4, we have 5.8 million who are male and 5.3 female. And this represents the 151 districts, 345 constituencies, 2,216 sub-counties, 10,747 parishes, and 71,512 villages. But the number of villages keeps increasing because the National Electoral Commission has a different number and the local government also has a different number. So in total, we are operating within 72,000 villages in the country. But the technical team will give us the outlay of how we are going to do that. After that, I will request the chairman, NRM Electoral Commission, to give us a small presentation on the roadmap of the activities we are going to undertake, and therefore, I will come after, make my presentation. I register you, sir. In your district, we have your book here with us. You will cross-check your name and your details, and then we tick that indeed you are a member of the party. And after that, I'll invite the first national vice chairman to invite you to speak to your people. That is how the program is going to run. But we need to thank you so much for coming. And with this, may I invite Mr. Otto to take us through what they have been able to do within the period we are doing the reorganization of the register. Please, can you do it faster?
Excellency, the President of Uganda, Chairperson of the National Resistance Movement, the Secretary General of the NRM Party, and all protocol observed. I hope all of you can see what I'm showing on the screen. Thank you so much. So, the current statistics of the NRM register, we have 11,414,576 members, of which 5.876753 are women. We have also 5.3 million men, and as you can see, we have been able to capture this data, analyze it, and now it's ready for display and updates. The data being prepared in 2 booklets that have covers like this. It will show your members the district, the constituency, the sub-county, the parish, village, and the village code, and the total number of members in the village. And within these booklets, you'll find members' information as displayed in the presentation. This is
not showing on the president's screen. It's not showing on the president's screen.
Currently, we have completed data analysis and data cleanup. We have harmonized the administrative units and preparation of printable files. The booklets have been printed, sorted, and packaged, ready for display and an update of the members' register, as you can see. As they prepare His Excellency's screen, I would like to take you to the current register and show you how we can move from a district all the way to the village and even to find an individual.
Is it on? Why? Did
you test it? Yes. We did. All right. As I told you, so far we have 71,512 villages mapped and captured, 10,747 parishes, and 2,216 sub-counties, with about 345 counties. We have a good number of members under 18, and we believe those by the next election will be of voting age. There are 68,192. We have PWDs, who are 108,367. So the issue with the data we have, as the Secretary General had explained, we have so much data, but we need to display and update it. We have members without national IDs in the system. We have members without clear dates of birth. If we can get this information in this update, so much can be done with the register. We can do a lot of communication, reach out to the members through SMSs, through for outreaches. For example, we have Women's Day next week. We could have sent all NRM members who are ladies in Katakwi district and invite them officially for this event. There's so much that can be done with this system. The register will eventually return back to the party offices, and people will be updated. New members will be captured. Anyone with any changes will be updated. As you can see, the page for capturing new members is available. I would like to show you that we can search for a particular person in a particular village. Let us search for His Excellencies in Chiruhura district. So when you search in Chiruhura district, when you search in Chiruhura district, you can see we have many people who are namesakes to His Excellency. But if you look right here, we have His Excellency available with his national ID and date of birth, well captured in Rachitura village. So, all right, let me redo this. With the register, we can search in the Chiruhura district for His Excellency.
The internet network is a bit slow, but what the technical team are trying to show us how we can, through online search, we can identify the district, the constituency, the sub-county, the parish, and the village with the code numbers where we all belong. The program is structured in such a way that, unlike in the past where we do the update in the villages and then we collect these books to one center, we are going to have sub-regional centers where once we have concluded the village activities, we shall retrieve these books to a sub-region head office where data digitalization will be done and correction and everything will be done within a particular zone. And by the time we retrieve this data to the head office, we come with a complete register ready for use. And that is the summary what he was trying to do. And I can show by example, you bring me those ones. These are how the books will look like, the ones that have already been packed in each and every village. This is for Luero District, Katikamu County South, that is the constituency, and then the sub-county in Ndeje Town Council. The parish is in Ndeje Ward, village in Ndeje School. The village code is also written on. We are doing this so that each and every book is locked to a village, that someone cannot transfer a book to another village. And when you go through this, you get the number of people. Like in this village, we have 1,893 members that are already registered. So we shall verify these members and give space for those who are not registered to register. Same with Kapchora, Liantonde, Pade. So all the districts with their villages are captured, and every village will receive this book that will be sent to them. Your Excellency and members, allow me now invite the NRM Chairman Electoral Commission in just 2 minutes to take us through the roadmap of what we are going to do, from which period to which, and when we are starting this exercise. Then I give my final remarks and invite the National Vice Chairman to invite His Excellency to talk to us.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Secretary General. Your Excellency the President, allow me adopt the protocol as was detailed by the earlier speakers so that we save time. Your Excellency and members of NRM, I now present to you the revised copy of the roadmap for election of NRM party structures from the village to the district level, including process. On Wednesday 13th, Your Excellency, I sent copies to the team. On Wednesday 13th to Sunday 17th March 2024, the exercise of display and update of NRM register will be done at every village of Uganda. I want to repeat. On Wednesday 13th to Sunday 17th March 2024, very important date, the display and update of NRM register will take place in all the 72,000 villages of Uganda. On Sunday 17th March 2024, in the afternoon or the evening after 5, all villages will have what we call village baraza. The NRM Village Executive Committee, the NRM Electoral Commission Village Registrar will hold to approve before we call it a register. The members will have opportunity to actually verify whether those captured belong to their villages. The village baraza will be on Sunday 17th March 2024. The importance of that date, Your Excellency and the Vice President, is that the chairpersons who are seated here, the NRM Electoral Commission officials and the administrators will make sure they monitor the whole country, areas of their jurisdiction, with members from the Secretariat to ensure that this register is only closed after the names have been read to them. On Tuesday 19th to Sunday the 24th March 2024, we shall call for expression of interest and nominate candidates for party structure at village or cell level. Your Excellency, the importance of this is that you cannot join the system at the parish level. If you want to compete, you must start at the village level. And we must nominate you. We have you on record so that when you move progressively up to the district, we have your record from the village. You will not enter at the end. You must start from this village. I want to be clear on this. To avoid confusion, don't come to demand after the village level. We only have the whole country voting on the day I will mention. Thereafter, we progress in colleges. And members of the college are the members who are the electorate as well as the possible candidates for positions. On Monday 25th to 26th, Monday 25th to Tuesday 26th March, we shall want campaigns in every village of Uganda. 2 days of campaign. On Wednesday 27th March, this is a very important date, we shall have the polling and announcement of result at the village level by the NRM Electoral Commission registrar at the village. So that by Easter time, we have done the best and the first, most important election at the village. Thereafter, we shall now progress in colleges. Friday, 5th April, we shall be compiling voters' register and polling for party structure at the parish level on 5th April. That is NRM Electoral Commission Parish Registrar will be responsible. On Friday, 12th April 2024, we shall be compiling voters' register and polling of NRM party structure at sub-county or town council level. And the responsible officer is the sub-county registrar. On 16th April 2024, we shall be compiling voters' register and polling for NRM structures at municipal and city division level. On Friday, 19th April 2024, we shall compile register and we shall poll or polling for NRM structure at district and city level. By then, we shall get our district leaders. The NRM Electoral Commission district registrar will be responsible. Could you stand up, district registrars who are here, as a sample, because the majority are there? Can you stand up and wave to His Excellency? Where are you? And the admins. Your Excellency, those are the people who are likely to go to prison if they mismanage the election. On Saturday 20th to Tuesday 30th April, we shall be collecting and compiling all results so that we feed the Secretary General with the final results. And 3rd May, we shall submit the list of newly elected structure leaders to the Secretary General for onward management, Your Excellency. I just want to note this, Your Excellency. The Electoral Commission shall announce dates when election of the following category of leaders will take place. NRM presidential candidate 2026-2031, we shall announce the date. NRM parliamentary flag bearers 2026-2031. LOC 5 chairperson flag bearers. Municipal mayor flag bearers. LOC 3 chairperson flag bearers. All local government council flag bearers. Special interest groups and national party leaders, which we call SEC, and the executive committees of special organs. Your Excellency, thank you for the time. I submit. Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor. And may we give another round of applause to Dr. Tanga. Your Excellency, as I make my brief remarks, allow me invite my colleagues from the party secretariat to come here. I also invite my sister Ajad. Please come here. There is a reason why I'm inviting you people. Your Excellency, when I came to the office as the Secretary General, the party was greatly divided among camps, individuals, and cocoons. But I'm happy to report to you and members of the party that together with my colleagues here that you see, these smart ladies and gentlemen, we are moving as a family. The division in the party was starting from the center to the villages, because plot 13 of Dr. Tanga was having a parallel structure, plot 10 of the Secretariat was having its own structure, and recently the office of the National Chairman at Chamboko also was having its own structure. So we were all, like the Pan-Africans say, one struggle but many fronts. But these fronts were not coordinated at the center. But I need to report to you that we are working together as a team. And this is how we are going to deliver this credible register. The people before you represents all the fronts of the struggle and within the head office of the party. So I need to thank them so much in front of you. We only have Comrade Awich, who is not here, but the rest are all here. Maybe I can request them just to mention their names, if it's possible. I can introduce them one by one. I have the Deputy Secretary General, the Right Honorable Rosemary Namayanja, a senior politician, a senior citizen, and senior farmer, and thank you so much. We have the National Treasurer, Honorable Ambassador Barbara Nekesa, thank you so much. We have our senior sister, Honorable Rosemary Seninde, the Director for Mobilization. She's always in operation. I'm sure after a year she's heading to Dokolo. Thank you so much for coming. We have Honorable Jane, the Commissioner, Alisomera, the Commissioner from Electoral Commission. She's always a mother. It is not easy, sir, to lead this team, especially Dr. Tanga, Ajad Namialo, and Ajad Medina. Where is she? These are very, 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 very interesting leaders. They speak out their minds freely, and to make them work together takes a lot of patience and understanding. And I need to thank them so much. So at times when I'm defeated, I request the skills of Commissioner Alisomera to have the women caucus to talk to them separately. Thank you so much. We have our elder, John, Honorable John, the Vice Chairman of NRM Electoral Commission. Ajad Medina is here. She's the youngest in the lot. We always give her time to speak freely. We have Council Barata, the Director Legal at the party. We have Major Retired Okwi Raboni, the Director Institutions. We have Honorable Jackie Chitwaire. Today I've got the name well. Chatwaire, the Deputy National Treasurer. We have Ajat Namialo, the manager of the chairman's office, a very good Muzukulo, and thank you so much for always being active. We have Honorable Emmanuel Dombo, the Director of Media and Public Relations, and Professor Dr. Tanga Odoe, the tallest man in the team. Thank you so much, and please may you be seated. Your Excellency, on behalf of the party, we need to thank you for being a pillar and an icon to the African Revolution and to the world. We congratulate you for being elected the chairman of the Non-Alliance Movement. May we clap as party to appreciate. Your Excellency, the verdict that the world has bestowed upon you by making you the chairman of more than a half of the world's population is only an indication to NRM party that the world has appreciated your goodness, and who are we to deny the world your advantage? And so we are just blessing, and we are saying, may God keep protecting you and giving you more wisdom to lead his people in the world. So as a party, we are committed to make sure you continue with your legacy and your good deeds, and we pledge before everybody that the party is still asking for your goodwill to offer yourself in 2026. I have received quite a number of petitions from the districts. I told them at the right time I will process them and present to the Central Executive Committee of the party. But every district is sending a memorandum calling upon you to offer yourself in 2026. Kindly help your party. We also need to thank the government for implementing the NRM manifesto. Within our dockets of mobilization, we call this the Musevenomics, because you have clearly defined governance from the hardcore issues to the software issues. And it makes mobilization very easy that for us as a party, we are concentrating on the software issues of making sure households are uplifted out of poverty. The programs of government, the activities that are within the ministries, it is our roles and mandate within the structures of the party that we keep reminding our population to benefit from these programs and to fight poverty. Because we believe as a party that one of the biggest enemies we have is poverty that is affecting our people. And we need to concentrate our energies there through the activities within government. The Secretariat is very much ready and it has been in touch with the population. We had started mobilization from Bukedi sub-region, but when we moved in, we entered into a period of by-elections, one after another. And indeed, we report with confidence that we managed to win in most of these by-elections. We have one which is going on in Dokolo, and we are confident that as a party, we shall win in Dokolo district. Your Excellency, I need to send this reminder to every party leader that based on the lessons we learned from you, the love you have for the party, the love you have for the people of Uganda, the sacrifices you make to provide stewardship, we as party leaders should emulate that. But at times we fall short that we take our offices to use them as personal benefits, not to serve the people. We need to stop holding the party at ransom and conditioning the party to serve our personal interests. The party is bigger than all of us, and the party should never be held at ransom by any group of people. This, we need to make it very clear that in order for us to sustain the spirit of the revolution, to maintain the good work you have done, we members of the party must be disciplined internally and externally. And that is how we shall provide credible leadership to the country, credible leadership to the region and to the world. But if the world has already put you in that very sanitized position, we as your supporters and followers should reorganize ourselves to make sure that we keep your light shining to the world. And therefore, we are not going to entertain subversive activities. We are not going to entertain deviation from the code of conduct as enshrined in our constitution. We are not going to entertain any other clique formation and any other things that will divide the party. Our total loyalty is to the national chairman and to the party and the party and the party. We thank you for creating time that within the busy schedule you will have time to interact with party leaders every quarter. This is very important because a house divided is a house which cannot move. But always when you speak to us, we feel relief. When you speak to us, we feel redirected. We can err, we can make mistakes. But as a father, every time you speak to us, you mentor us, we feel rejuvenated and renewed. So we thank you for always creating time to meet the party leaders. I also beg that within the busy schedule, kindly find time to always interact with the district chairman. The way you interact with the SEC and the way you interact with the leaders at the secretariat. Because these chairmen are our foot soldiers, they are the ones at the front line. At times when I go to the districts, I find them completely cornered. Because if they go to the COW's office to get information, they are challenged. Because the local governments do ask for their credentials, that who are you? Now you introduce yourself as the NRM chairman to a COW, the COW does not understand that. You go to an RDC, the RDC, I'm a civil servant, I don't work with political parties. We are only happy if we have chairmen who are NRM in local government, then they work with the party structures. But under a multi-party political dispensation, a government in power implements a party's manifesto. We cannot shy from making sure that our manifestos are being implemented effectively. That at local government and at central level. So it is the role of the party to put another effort in making sure that the citizens are satisfied with the deliveries of our services. As government derives accountability through financial reports, the party derives accountability through satisfaction of citizens, the way we deliver our services. We are not happy, Your Excellency, with the rampant land eviction in Central Region. We are not happy with the increasing rates of corruption in the country. We are not happy with a number of indiscipline within the civil service. We request that government should reign over civil servants who are misusing public resources, over indisciplined cadres who are in a position of advantage and misusing public resources. That is the only way we can mobilize the populace to continue having faith in the party. Your Excellency, as I conclude, allow me also present to you some of the very historical leaders that I found at the Secretariat. I started working at the party Secretariat when you appointed me the Minister for Mobilization. That was in 2012. And I came to this place and I found very historical members of the party. And some of them are extremely old. I call them my judges. They cannot walk down here, but they're within. And I remember I'd written to you about some of them. We lost one. The others are still struggling, but they're really old. One is extremely sick, and I think at the right time, we shall again write to you. We have Miss Safina. I don't know where she is. Just to see, because they have been here from the time the movement system started. And when we transformed to the political party, I found them here. And indeed, they are now old. I request that we retire them in honor. These mamas, together with Al-Aji Chigongo, they are always the first at the office here. And they do things that me, as their son, I feel shy to see an old woman sweeping my office. At times when I find them sweeping, I tell them to go and rest, I sweep myself. Because I cannot afford to see my mother sweeping my office for me. But they have really been, Museveni is calling you for a photo. Thank you. if we talk of loyalty to the party, these mamas have been extremely loyal to the party. We lost one, we are left with these ones. But they have been extremely loyal to the party, and thank you so, so much. Thank you so much. Mama Nsereko Christine passed on. And we have Male Moses, Nankungu Bena, Nanyanzi Lilian, Shinji Julius, Biekwaso John, Asime Stella, Nanyanzi Adija, Bagamba Syrian, Tumukunde Francis. And then there was a Muzee from Arua. We found him here. I think he was an old civil servant who used to live in this property. And he was living in our guest wing with his family. When we came, he asked for retirement, but he did not have a home to go to. You supported him, and we relocated him to his home. This is how the party has been. So, sir, with these few remarks, I will do the needful, take you through the register where you belong in your village. You cross-check your name, and then I'll invite Alhaji Moses Chugongo to invite you to address your people. I'm being advised that we do this as the last activity, and I invite Aji to invite you to address the people, then we do the registration. But I think we could have done this so that it's...
Yes. Yeah. Let's have the registration. When His Excellency the President and National Chairman is being registered and updating his particulars in the register, it is going to be screened live on the screens. Those who are near the screens, just watch it from your screens. And it's also going to be live in many media houses who are going to broadcast it. This is a formal launch of the exercise. The President is going to check from the village of Rakitura to check whether his number is there, whether the names are correct and have been written in the right order. The exercise is going to be done by the Chief Registrar of the party, who is none other than the Secretary General, putting on the apron, now functioning his role as the Chief Registrar. Because the Secretary General is the custodian of the party register. He's going to be assisted by the Deputy Secretary General, Right Honorable Rose Namayanja, and the Chairman Electoral Commission will be overseeing the process. The Chairman of the village, the Chairman of the district, Mr. Anzeire, is present. So the entire district registrar, and the Chief Registrar of the party is present to ensure that the particulars of the President are clearly updated. We shall have the Deputy Secretary General standing, but the Chief Registrar is going to sit so that he can, because this is, do we have a chair for the Registrar? Do we need to have? we have the registrar must be seated, and the others will stand to oversee that the exercise is being done in the right way. This is going to happen in every village, starting from the 13th of March up to the 17th, when the registers are going to be updated by registering the new people, checking the particulars of those who are still members of NRM, and deleting those who may have died, those who have left the party, or registering those who may want to join from other parties. But there is a procedure that is in the guidelines. People will not just flock in from any party because they want to join the NRM. There are going to be procedures by making public declarations, verified by the members of the village, who should give an account of your conduct and know that exactly you have left another party to join NRM. By doing this exercise, we want to create discipline and sanity in the membership registration, in the electoral processes, and ensure that come the election day, when we want to determine our primaries, we must have a credible register which can be relied on to pick the candidates. Members of the party, we're waiting, but I want to let you know that amidst us, there are many people whom we shall time to recognize. We have Madame Dorothy Kisaka, the Executive Director of Kampala and a former staff of the National Resistance Movement Secretariat. AD, you're most welcome. We have Honorable Samuel Ngola, former member of SEC and then NRM chairperson. We have the Executive Secretary iPod. I don't know where he's seated. Now we have the exercise taking place. You can watch from your screens. His Excellency, the President of Uganda and National Chairman of NRM, has gone for update of his particulars in the register, find out whether he's in the register for the Rakitura village and whether the NINI number is right and whether the name has been spelled correctly. The exercise being conducted by the Secretary General and Mr. Anzire, the district chairperson of NRM, is standing in witness. The Deputy Secretary General is witness, and also the chairperson of NRM Electoral Commission is on. Congratulations, Your Excellency, for checking and updating your particulars, and that marks the beginning of the exercise that is going to roll out in the whole country. That's going to roll out in the whole country. Your Excellency, congratulations. You are a member of NRM and fit to participate in all activities of the party as a member of NRM. Congratulations. Now the Secretary General will go ahead to perform the next function of inviting.
Thank you for that first phase. As I invite our first National Vice Chairman, Your Excellency, I also need to thank you for completing the exercise and finally for making this our permanent home. We used to rent this property, but now we own it. We're only waiting for the time that we are starting the foundation to construct. With these few remarks, may I invite the first National Vice Chairman to come and give his few remarks and invite you to address your people. Thank you so much.
Your Excellency, the President of Uganda and Chairman of our party, the Vice President, the Second Vice Chairperson, Honorable Kadaga, the Secretary General, Honorable Ministers who are here, members of the SEC, and to all of you, the Chairman, and other people who are with us, the secretaries and what have you, you are most welcome. Chairman, thank you very much for having come to this headquarters of NRM. We thank you sincerely. We thank you for having accepted to come here today to officiate on this important function. Allow me, Your Excellency, to say just 2 words. The first one, I'm appealing, this is an appeal to all of you who are going to get involved in this exercise. First of all, I'm appealing to you to show the highest degree of discipline. Yes. Because the people down there, they are very eager to see what you are going to do. But if you don't have discipline, you are going to mess up things. Secondly, you are going to be approached by some people who want to stand in those areas. They can come with a list of people and they try to bribe you, giving you money to include them in our register. By doing so, you are going to spoil everything. And we don't want to go back to zero. No, we are not going to allow that. Therefore, be very transparent. Be transparent. You have gone through so many things. We want now to do things in the open. And the last one, be calm. You are going to represent the movement, the chairman. Be calm. You are going to be asked so many questions down there. Don't tackle questions which you cannot understand. You can promise them, I don't understand this, but I will consult. Once you have done the consultation, then inform them the right thing. We don't want you to tell people lies when we are still alive here. Come and consult us. Don't tell the Wananchi lies. Because if you mix up issues, even yesterday I told you, stop mixing issues. You are going to register, to update our register. When they ask you a question concerning their poverty, and you don't know it, don't try to tell them lies. Your duty is to update the register and write their names down. And stop there. Leave the other things to other people to handle. Your Excellency, I don't want to take a lot of time. Let me take this honor to invite you to come and talk to your people here.
Okay, sit down, please. Sit down. Excellency, the Vice President, the Right Honorable First Vice Chairman, Haji Chigongo, the Second Vice Chairperson, Mama Kadaga, the other chairpersons of the NRM, Vice Chairpersons of the NRM, the Secretary General, members of SEC, the district NRM chairpersons, and the administrative secretaries, and the registrars. I think you, NRM, you have got some, the Wanyankere call them Emiguruko. Emiguruko is somebody who performs miracles of Kodio. Because this day, the 28th of February, happens to be the day when, together with the Tanzanian army, we captured Mbarara town, just on this very day. As I was getting ready in the morning to come, I remembered that at exactly 6:30, a Tanzanian commander, he was called Commander, and myself, we crossed that bridge in Mbarara when our forces were lined up at Mary Hill, those Mary Hill place. And we had people had run away. So we crossed at 6:30. First light. So now, I don't know how you organized on this very day to come and launch a new attack. This was the 28th of February, 1979. In the Bible, because this is a big issue of strategy, I don't know how we are going to get everybody understand it. In the Bible, it says, rend ye your hearts, not just your clothes. Muyuzange emitima gyamwe, si byambalo byammwe. Mutagule emitima yanyu, muleke kutagula byokutwala byonka. This was Jesus. You know, Jesus was a really big mobilizer. He knew how to simplify things for people and how to go for substance. The Jews apparently had a custom that when somebody dies, to show that they are unhappy, they would tear their clothes to show that they are mourning. And Jesus said, don't just tear your clothes. You tear your hearts. Let the pain be inside you, not just on the surface. So what they were saying here, what Jesus was saying was, understand, go deep. So therefore, you, the NRM, mobilization is good, holding meetings, holding rallies, and all that. Like in Kampala here, they have meetings in parliament, go abroad to benchmark. Imagine, benchmark. Benchmark about Roxtura in London. Roxtura is here, it's not in London. So all those efforts will be very easy if you go back to the NRM principles and you do not only understand them yourself, the principles, those principles of the NRM are a diagnosis of the problems of Uganda. Those principles were first a diagnosis. What is this Uganda suffering from? And then a prescription. Okulagirira kw'omusawo. So therefore, as you mobilize, first of all, understand these principles very clearly yourself. That's why you, the leaders, must be different from the followers. A follower doesn't have to understand the depth of the matter. He needs a summary. Nze omukristo sidda kumanya bya Bible ennyo. I don't have to know everything about the Bible. Like my daughter now, she's a priest. One of my children. I have got the first priest in my home for the first time. For us, we have been cattle keepers. We have not been in government matters. We just go there, come back to our cows. But now I have got a priest. One of my girls is a priest. And she's telling me things I didn't know. Because she's not a mere member of the Christianity like me. Me, I'm just Mkristayo. But for her, she's a cadre. She's a priest now. She's the one who told me, I didn't know that you remember that man, Jacob, the one who stole, you remember Jacob? Jacob has got some issues there. He was no, it was the other boy, Esau. Esau who stole Jacob. Jacob is the one who stole the birthright. He's a thief. Jacob was a thief. He stole the birthright of Esau. But somehow God later forgive him. I don't know why. He became a good person. So which means that if you repent, you can become a good person. Now, but all this time, you can imagine I've been reading the Bible for a very long time. Until my daughter wrote her book. And I read it to write a foreword for her. That's where I found that the descendants of Esau are not Jews. I didn't know that. That they separated, they became another group. I didn't know, you remember the other man, Lot, the one they call Lot, the one who made a boat or what? Huh? No, there was Ruti. Ruti did something else. I didn't know that he was not a Jew. So all these people, I have been told by my daughter that they became different people. I didn't know. I thought they were all Jews because I was not very deep. So this is the same with the politics. You, the cadres, you are the priests. You are not going to be like me, just Mkristayo, Everajiro Kumi, Nenkomao. You must go deep. That's why, therefore, it is crucial for you to understand the principles of the NRM, the 4 principles. Principle number 1, patriotism. I don't have time to go into them, but you know, you have heard about them, you know them. Principle number 2, Pan-Africanism. Principle number 3, socio-economic transformation. Principle number 4, democracy. Each one has got, each one has got very, very serious issues behind the summary. Tomorrow, I will make a broadcast because in February, I decided to go to review some work in the rural areas. I was in Ixozi meeting some groups there. Dr. Mona wanted me to come back in the town for meeting. They said, Mundeke, you leave me. You have the meetings in Kampala. Then I did some work, which I will report tomorrow to the whole country. Now, in tomorrow's broadcast, I will address the issue of the socio-economic transformation, that principle. Because this is the one which affects the wananchi. Because the NRM was able to understand. Because if you ask Museveni there, he's our chairman, but also Minister of Finance, Muntu Obia Senti, he will tell you that the economy of Uganda is private sector led, banekorera jange, which is true. But the problem you have is that your followers, our members of the movement, may not know how to maneuver in the private sector-led economy. They may not know what to do. What do I do? That's why the colonialists were taking advantage of them by saying, you grow cotton. Why do I grow cotton? Because UK has got factories in Manchester. At that time, UK was the leader of textiles in the world. They needed cotton, so you grow it. And you grow coffee, because now America wants coffee. And we want copper in Chirembe. We set up Chirembe. Now, those enterprises were introduced not because of the analysis of the Ugandans or the families, but because of the interests of other people. So therefore, we, the NRM, right from the 1960s, have been taking the duty of helping in our political work. When you say political work, I am a leader. I am a leader. You are leading just to where or to our that one will not help us. That's where now you get, there would really no work for the NRM. People would have all been very clear. But that oxensera to penetrate the people thinking, rend ye your hearts, not your clothes. Okutuuka ku ndowooza y'abantu is part of the problem. So therefore, NRM cadres, cadres, or your cadre, my daughter now is a cadre. In the Mukuru style, Me, I'm just a follower. I just go to the church, stand up, sit down. I know Kataiskimu, Ebiragirokumi. I can recite them for you. But I end there. Deep, there are things I don't know. But you, the cadre, and these priests were able to convince us to join the church. So you, the cadre, you must go deep. So therefore, although we are now going to launch this exercise, the work of Okunyonyora, Okusomesa, to sensitize our people must be the leading effort of you, the cadres. Tomorrow I will speak again about socio-economic transformation, because really this is the issue. If all the Ugandans know how to live well in the strategy of private sector-led growth, then NRM will have no work to do. You will see, I can bring you cadres who are now bringing money to the party instead of asking money from the party, because they have the money now. So they are the ones donating. They are there. And tomorrow I will give you proof of this work in the TV. My message tomorrow will be on the 4 sectors, will be on wealth creation. Because part of the problem you have in the country, from the beginning when we came into government, you could see that some people talk about wealth consumption, but they don't know much about wealth creation. This is our struggle, we as leaders, to teach every adult Ugandan, even the young people, to teach them how to create wealth. How to create wealth. Even the politics of tribalism, of what, religious sectarianism, is pushed by people who don't know anything about wealth creation. Because me, a wealth creator, I don't think about tribes. I am a cattle wealth creator. I produce beef. I produce milk. I produce bananas in all my farms. Those Banyankwere, many of them don't buy my milk. They don't buy my beef. They don't buy my bananas because they also have the same. Therefore, the people who buy, if you go to Lyantonde and you stand there and you count how many lorries carrying matoke, carrying cows, carrying milk coming to Kampala, you will be amazed. It's a huge amount. So therefore, who are my supporters in terms of wealth creation? It is not the Banyankwere. It is the other Ugandans in Kampala who do different things. Who buy my milk, who buy my beef, who buy my bananas. That's why we say patriotism, love Uganda. When you hear people talking of tribes, those are parasites. Parasites. Either they don't understand because they are doing nothing, or they understand, but they are parasites. They are the ones who talk about tribes, about religion, about nz'omulunzi, nz'omulimi, nz'omubazi, omuvubi, sirina budde bw'amawanga n'amadiini. I remember in the 1950s, Banyankore don't eat fish. The old ones, these ones have finished fishing the lakes. But the old Banyankore never ate fish, never ate ensonzi, mud fish. But in Ntungamo, we had a man called Rav Sharara, who was always catching these mud ensonzi and putting them on emisto, spits, and put them there on the road. And people from Kampala would come and buy the shawls. So the relationship between the producer of a good and the consumer of the same good has been clear even in the olden days. One part of the country produces something, it is consumed somewhere else. And this is why the NRM said, you people pay attention to patriotism. Love Uganda, because Uganda, you need it for your own good. It's better than just your tribal areas. The other time we checked, and we found that 18 buses were leaving Lira every day and coming to Kampala, full of langis. Those people come with money from Lango in their pockets. They don't come empty-handed. They come with money and spend it here in Kampala. In the shops, in the what. 18 buses. You check these movements every day. And each bus is carrying 70 people. How much is each person having on himself? So that's why the NRM analyzed this and said, you people, patriotism is the answer. Love Uganda. Why do you love Uganda? Because you need it. Tuba tukyali awo. You know, that's how the Africans speak, as if they are not in a hurry. As if they were just seated. Tuba tukyali awo. Ebikaado nebituyitira ku Ebusoga. The Basoga started producing a lot of sugar cane and producing a lot of sugar. Then we found the internal market is not enough. We were producing, we had reached 700,000 tons. I think now it has come down a bit. And we were consuming only 320,000 here. So we had a surplus of 380,000 tons. So, who were saving us? Our neighbors, the East African countries. Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda, Burundi, Congo, South Sudan, and even further. So that's why, therefore, the NRM said, for your prosperity, in order to ensure the prosperity of the people of Uganda, after patriotism, Pan-Africanism. Why Pan-Africanism? Because you need Africa for your own prosperity. That's why I really get surprised. The NRM Secretariat must be very aggressive, challenging the radios, this TV, they're talking nothing. You don't hear them talking about patriotism. You don't hear them talking about Pan-Africanism. So you wonder, where do these people think the future of our children is? The NRM insists on patriotism, on Pan-Africanism, because that is where the future of our children is. And the countries that have understood this, like the United States, when they got independence from Britain, they had 13 colonies. They united them to form the United States. They kept on adding on, and adding. They are now 50 or so territories. That's how the United States became the most powerful country on earth, although it is a young country. Neighboring, there is Latin America. Latin America is richer than the United States in water, the Amazon, in forests, in minerals, but people there are very miserable. You see them on the TV going from South America on foot, walking on foot, running away from poverty to the United States where there is prosperity. So therefore the question we have been asking Africans, you wonderful people, you leaders, excellency, this one, right honorable, honorable, fine, thank you so much. But what future do you have for your people? Do you want to build a Latin America in Africa or a United States of Africa in Africa? What is exactly your job as a leader? Abana bamwe, abazukuru bamwe mbategekedde ki? Nobody is bothered. Going to New York, California, munonya ki eyo? Why don't you get solution to your people? People talk of insurance, insuring cars, insuring radios, insuring. Me, I have no insurance. My insurance is Success of Uganda. I have never taken an insurance policy. What insurance have you done for our children and our grandchildren? By promoting tribalism and sectarianism of religion and tribes, by just sticking with these small units, Uganda, Republic of Uganda, Republic of this one, is that the insurance you have for our children? So, therefore, this is not a new message, but since you have invited me here, I can't avoid pointing this to you. Mobilization of just meetings, that is rending our clothes. We must rend our hearts. Now, for the wealth creation, we have told you many times that the sectors are four. There is commercial agriculture with the Chivaro. And that's what I'm going to demonstrate to you tomorrow when I speak in the TV. Commercial agriculture for each homestead with the Chivaro. Sector 2, manufacturing and artisanship. Again, I will be able to show you some of those items. Services, some of the people are involved in services. The transport, hotels, abayimbi, abakatemba, those are services. Abalogo, those are services. The preachers, these who preach in the pastors, those are service providers. Then ICT. Therefore, as we launch this register, we need to emphasize that the NRM is a party of Okchenura. Okchenura. This is, you know, that language of yours has a lot of words which are not in some of the other dialects. Okchenura. Who can help us with Okchenura? Some of these Banyankore or former Banyankore.
Your Excellency, Okchenura is Kuchena. To be poor, but Okchenura is somebody who can help you to get out of that poverty.
Thank you. This is the man from Kagadi.
Kakumiro. Chairman NRM and MP.
Very good. Now, he has tried. Who can do it better? Omushchi, the girl. These girls,
kiramanyisa kuba nidde
huh?
Kuba nidde okwetaaga lamigo okuchenula okuchena yes okuchena kiramanyisa obworo kuba
you say it in English.
To be poor. To be needy.
To be needy.
Yes. That's it
okay. This is Choncho. Yeah. Brenda.
Barbara Nabasa, coordinator to region in the office of the president. Nichimanyisa okwiha muntu omubworo okuchenura kuyamba muntu nakwiye.
Thank you. They have narrowed it to poverty, but it's wider. Thank you very much. What's your name?
Nabasa Barbara Toro regional coordinator.
Toro.
Regional coordinator.
Okay.
We appreciate you.
The last one.
We are doing well with Ajat
Nabasa warengesha ronjo.
His Excellency Nabanyata Judith Charles Makanyena Nindugambara witu nibanda okuchena no kuba washango muntu ari omukyachenere nabasa kubachenere arwire atine bujanjabi nabasa kubachenere ayino mwana atine school fees nabasa kubachenere ayombekerenje atine mabati.
Very good.
Nabasa kubachenere ayine famu atine mucho kurundiramu cyo kurisuzamu.
What's your name?
I'm called Kanyena Judith Charsima.
Who?
Charsima Judith Kanyena.
Kanyena. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now, thank you. Go and sit. In Uganda, they have got a word obwetavu, which means needs. In Runyankore also there is a similar word, ebyetengo. So those are equal. Obwetavu, ebyetengo. But Abanyankore add on this other word, omcheno. It's not just material lack. You may lack, as she was saying, you may lack medical care. You may lack, I may have overgrown hair. What I need is a razor blade to shave my head. So, but if I have got a bald head, like me who has got a bald head, that is no longer omucheno, because it is irreversible. So this one now is obulemu. It's a disability. So if you are looking for people of disability, include the bald-headed. Because their need is irreversible. You cannot kuchenura. You cannot solve that. So, emicheno is a need that is solvable, but is not solved because nobody has bothered to solve it. This is the emicheno. That's why it is different from obwetavu. from Vietengo. So therefore, the NRM party is a party which came with the principle of understanding people's micheno, their needs, which have got a potential solution, but it has not either been identified, or if identified, not implemented, and then the NRM resolves to remove those needs. That's why I call it a party of okuchenura, to identify people's micheno and solve them through work, not through donations or what. These mistakes you are making of using your own pocket to try and run a constituency, this is a very big mistake. Yeah. What you need to do is to help those people know how to solve their problem. So this message must be very clear to all our members. Repeat it. We have said it before, but repeat it, please. Now, finally, the Secretary General told you about the exercise itself. He told you about the other person, the technical person told you about the details. What these people have done, I gave them support, I gave them money. And they went to what happened? The list is for, repeat that list. Todong. These books have got a list of who?
We have corrected and collected the registration that we did in the past.
Of the NRM members?
The NRM members. Initially, in the book, we had close to 17 million members. But after doing this verification and auditing the list, we came up with authentic 11.4 that we now have, and we are taking back to the grassroots.
Oh, so these are NRM members?
NRM members.
Not the other bigger electoral commission of Uganda?
No.
Yeah. So these are the names of the people who were previously registered as NRM members, village by village. The villages are 72,000 of them in the whole country. Why were they 17 million? It was because of duplication, what? I think some people were also, I don't know, those 17 million were what? What did you find out? What was the problem? The expert.
His Excellency, I'm Kenneth Kelvin Otto. What we found out from the 17 million, there was a lot of duplication, a lot of rush was done to collect the work, and also a lot of people had sneaked in names of non-NRM members.
Oh, they had registered non-NRM members?
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh.
So we were able to verify.
And how did you identify the non-NRM members?
First of all, from the duplication, we realized there are members who are put without full details. Someone is just having one name, no name, and we could not verify who they are. So those ones were removed, because if you have someone with a name as just Kenneth in a village without any verification, you cannot count him as a member.
So the 11.4 million are people who have got full names,
full names,
identification cards, what else?
The date of birth, some have phone numbers.
Some have phone, but not everybody.
Yes.
Okay, anyway, this is a good nucleus, because the whole exercise is very democratic. Each book, which like this one they showed here, is sent back to the village. From the 13th of February to the 17th of March, the village people check, because the village people are there. There is a registrar in each, where are these registrars? At the local level.
Your Excellency, we have registrars in all the 72,000 villages.
So there is a registrar in each village?
And they are supervised by parish registrars in all the parishes.
And they are all there?
Yes, they are there.
Okay. So, this is the person. First of all, he himself is from that village, or herself, she's from that village. So she knows many of the people. But the people are also free to go there, and all of them check. If they find anybody missing, they bring it up and add him. There is space. They add him in ink. There is space provided. If there is somebody who is known or who was, because this man said that one of the reasons for removing names was to say, I am Museveni only. Then these people who were cleaning the register, Museveni who, add the names. So now in this case, when it goes back, my name is not there. People in my village will say, why? Where is Museveni's name? Now this time they will put my full names, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni to Buhaburwa. And so on. So the register is now in the hands of the village NRM members. Now, when I met the secretariat, there was the issue of the people who are coming from other parties. That one we discussed it a lot, and we said that if the village people, what is our final stand on that one? You come and summarize it.
We discussed, and there were 2 points. One, we realized that for someone who could have crossed from another party to NRM, such a person would already be doing NRM work in that village. He would not wait for the time that we are registering, then he comes to say, I'm now registering. But we decided that we allow the village committee of the party, the executive committee members, the 5 of the village, to sit, and on the day of the registration, the last day of the registration, where we are expecting a baraza, a village assembly, such a name is presented to the assembly to decide whether so and so who has just crossed from another party should be added onto our register from that village.
So what is the cutoff point? Kubanga bano kyebagamba nti ono omuntu alina okuba alaze okumala akaseera nti awagira alinaffe wadde akyali mu wadde yali. So the question, I'm trying to put it in our languages here. Is it that I should have shown for some time now that I really want to change to NRM, yes, and the village has confirmed, yes, my attitude?
Yes.
What if Bobby Wine comes and says, now, today?
That will be questionable.
Huh?
Because like in Kampala, we got information that some of them would like to come at that time to register to participate in our internal activities. So that is why we have put that measure.
There we need to be clear. These last minute conversions, last minute, he has been anti-NRM all the time. Now he comes Last message now, from today. Thank God, you clarify that point so that we are not confused.
Your Excellency, first of all, as a party, we are not in a rush to get everybody in. If you say you were in DP, in a village called Kisoko, and NRM has been having activity.
Kisoko, you people who have never heard of Kisoko, this is the village of Tangadoi.
Yes. And the moment the people, they pronounce that you have crossed, those villagers have the right to say, we are not sure or we are sure. Out of that, we said we must go very, very, very carefully. We must be careful about those crosses.
So then why, let's not confuse our people.
Yes.
Let's say it should be those, because it is true, there are people who are already very friendly with the NRM. Like for instance, Mao. Mao is already working with me, with the NRM. People like some of the UPC people, like Akena and Amongi and others, they are, if they want to come, I can come as a witness and say, these people, I know their attitude is a positive attitude. So therefore, I think to allow those last minute people is not wise. What is wise is to allow only those whom you, the villagers, can confirm that they have a positive attitude for some time. So I think that should be very clear, made very clear in the guidelines. Because I hear there are plans by the opposition to swamp, to invade and then distort our primaries. Be careful. We are not in a rush. Only because when I was going, Mr. Kaguta and Mama Esteri, 1947, I was also following them. I was almost 3 years. We were coming from the old religion of the Banyankore to join the new religion of Christianity. I had to come with Abema, they are called Abema. Godfathers, godmother. So we guarantee that this is a reliable Christian who is coming. So Abecharo, the villagers, you must be the Bema, village member, NRM. You must, the village NRM members must be the Bema. I don't know, Umruganda Bakita Batia? Abaima. Okay. Of these people. The whole village conference, not just one person. The whole village baraza must agree that oyotumuka kasoyo. If I say I'm mukakasa, the majority say no, muleke. Am I distorting your guidelines? Huh? The village assembly in its entirety must agree.
Yes, Your Excellency.
That one we know is genuine. If I think is good, but others are not convinced, katumuleke. For now, this is not the end of the world. Nature, Nordako, he can always come. But let's safeguard what we have. So with these few words, now, but finally, you know that this Banyankwere, some of them used to eat ensenene. Even now they eat them. And nzige, locusts. So the other times when the locusts came, I was telling you, these people are joking. The Wanyankeru can eat them. So, when the locusts came, I think in 1937, a woman went carrying a baby on her back, went into the papyrus swamp to catch the locusts. And she was very excited in catching the locusts. This Ebitogo papyrus, if it is broken, it has got a sharp skin. It's like a knife. So when she was catching the nsenene, the locust nzige, she had some liquid oozing on her back, and she thought it was sweat. So after she had captured the nzige and filled her basket, she did like this, and it was blood. The papyrus had cut the throat of the child whom she was carrying on the back. Then she said, "Kanizengune tu yebe shagama." I thought it was sweat, kumbe it is blood. Now, some people, they go into this politics and they play a game. They think it is a sweat, but you can find that it is blood. This is because, like what I've been hearing, that a registration officer can refuse to register NRM members because he suspects that they support Dombo instead of supporting the other one. And you refuse to register them. Or you register opposition people so that you allow the opposition to infiltrate our register. This in law is called fraud. For you, you think it is politics, you think it is sweat, but it is fraud. Ombusango fraud. What is the case of fraud? The lawyer. Do we have a lawyer? What happened to the lawyer?
Your Excellency, fraud is a serious case and you can be in prison for up to 7 years.
Aha. Miaka musanvu, mukomera, 7 years in prison. So therefore, because nobody has followed up, I want you this time, you the chairman, and all the other people to be machokari, to be machowazi, to be vigilant. Anybody committing fraud, he will have to go to jail. 7 years. Because you may think this is a party matter, not government matter. The law covers everybody, whether you are doing work for the government or for the party, or if you steal my cow, what is the imprisonment for stealing my cow? I'm a private citizen, you steal my cow, what is the imprisonment?
Your Excellency, it is generally the same amount of time. It varies, but the maximum period is about 7 years.
Of how many?
It varies, but up to 7 years.
Yes.
Your Excellency.
Stealing.
Yes, Your Excellency.
Yes. So some people, so please, the registrars, please, I don't want my people to go to jail to hear that my registrar is so and so place is in jail for 7 years. 7 years, miaka mingi banange. With these few words, I launch the exercise and I wish everybody good luck. Thank you.
A round of applause. Members gathered here for the words of wisdom and counsel from the national chairman. The national chairman is going to sign the dummy, witnessed by the Her Excellency the Vice President, the first National Vice Chairman and the second National Vice Chairperson, and the Secretary General. That signature formally launches the exercise of the members' registration. Your Excellency, we're also going to request you to move to take a picture on the press banner, a picture with the press banner, and then the models are also going. His Excellency will take a picture alone, then he will be joined by the models. The picture of His Excellency alone we would have requested without a mask. These pictures are going to be used on the guidelines. Then when the models join, the necessary SOPs are going to be recognized and realized. The models are going to join then when the President has taken the necessary precautions, SOPs. SFC will guide the models who are going to join His Excellency the President so that they take a picture. And these pictures are going to be important for us in the work that we're going to embark on ahead. Your Excellency, I want to recognize the RCCs present here from Kampala, the RCCs of Kampala, and the deputy RCCs. Mzee Wakazi Mateke Philemon, want to recognize you. Honorable Jedra, Chairman Arua, Philemon Mateke Kisoro, Haji Lumolo, want to recognize those members because of the specific contributions you have done. Our models, those models are on those placards outside there. And they are going to be our ambassadors. They are going to be our ambassadors. DJ, can you prepare? Because we are going to have the anthems after this. And departure will be in the reverse order. Anthems. Anthems. DJ. Thank you very much, Your Excellency, for coming. I'll now hand over to Mr. Mlindwa, but we also have our regional coordinators here, and you're most welcome.
Okay, thank you very much, Your Excellency. Ladies and gentlemen, at exactly 1:23 minutes today, the President appeared for the registration exercise. He checked his details and the details were right. I have been informed that everybody here should remain. We have lunch for everyone. The national chairperson has lunch for everybody who is here, so please don't go away. But thank you for being part of this historical event as we launched yet another attack. Thank you very much, everybody that has been here. And as I have said, it's now on record that at 1:23 p.m.